I was going to say the wrong podcast. Hi, and welcome to Unboxed Politics, the rating and review show for politics and politics-related things. This is it, guys. The season finale.
It's over.
It's over.
It's the championships. It's the Super Bowl.
We made it.
And the worst of the worst.
New York.
That's right. We're doing the best of the best and the worst of the worst. If you haven't been following along,
say, oh, you think you bought that? You think it's a game?
our best of the best is going to be Jim Cramer versus AOC, and our worst of the worst, the Queen of Canada versus Elon Musk.
I think it's a really major mistake and an insult to me.
There will be a cameo by that person, yes. So I have with me my co-hosts. We are the deciders. We will decide
Your fate.
We make the decisions.
We will decide if the pepperoni is on half or the whole pizza. Obviously,
So
the
we
whole
got-
pizza.
we'll see, top to bottom here. We got Ollie. He's from Canada.
wait,
so
I got-
votes only
I
half
was-
count.
I wasn't ready yet. Hold on. You said Ollie? I got you.
Oh, yeah.
I know nothing.
Thanks.
That's your clip. You said you wanted that one.
I didn't want you to play it representing me. Come on now. I do know things. I do.
No, not you know nothing, but you're whatever.
In the middle, where he belongs,
Where he
Ooh.
belongs. Oh,
Mark.
Mark from Minnesota.
Here you go.
Southern Canada.
You don't want zero problems, big fella.
Yeah, Mark from future Canadian province, Minnesota.
Be jealous.
Also, Canadian future province, Chicagoland. Please,
Chicago.
not even the whole,
Please take us.
not even the whole of Illinois, just the top like 50 miles.
That means we have to take Wisconsin too.
They'll be fine once they're out of America. Once that gets out of their system,
I mean, you get the Green Bay Packers. That's probably,
you could use the Green Bay Packers.
yeah.
Oh, the Vikings are doing fantastic this year.
I have no idea if they're doing good or not.
They are 12-2 on the backup
Oh,
quarterback.
wait, here's Mark's.
Push the goddamn button! Push the goddamn button! You heard what she said.
Secession.
The secession
and-
button.
This is
And all the way on the bottom,
Wow.
Mikey Famine.
I might be on the bottom, but
and they were coming right on top of me. And within about 3 or 4 seconds, I was covered with bodies.
Just covered with.
I just
Covered.
want to make a small commentary about this season of the show. Trump did not make the finals.
no.
He didn't even make the semifinals.
No.
That's how bad it is out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, a lot of these dingbats are
Um,
trying to impress him.
Yeah, I mean, we got actually both of the people on the bad side are definitely people that want to beat up Trump's ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I got something for that.
Politicians, well, that's about the only sin I've never committed. I mean, the one thing I've never done is sniff the throne of someone in power. I find that repulsive. I've never done it.
Yeah, you did.
Smells like rotten hamburgers.
Yeah.
Smells like peanut butter and regret.
Yeah.
Don't worry, he'll be married to Elania. Elania soon.
Elania?
Elania Trump.
Dude,
President.
how mad
Melania
how
Trump.
mad would Trump be if Elon took his girl?
I bet it's already happened.
He just like walks off with her, this like real fucking like Bruce Wayne style. Like I'm all about sowing dissent in this budding like buddy love cop drama that they got going on right now. Like I want to break them up in the worst way.
Tim, fire up the Truth Social. We have
Yes.
a post to make.
We have a truth. We have a truth to tell.
The truth to tell.
I bet you could AI that together.
Oh my
Give me a
god!
chat
And
GPT
put it-
tool to
and-
build us some evidence.
And then just put it all over Twitter. Elon would like that shit. He'd
Well-
repost it.
Google just pre-released their new AI generation tool for visuals, and it's beyond good.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Nobody download it. I hope everybody blocks it. Block Google.
Block Google.
Fuck that.
Only use Bing.
Oh.
Ew.
Well, no, it's going to be fine because they're making Google sell off Chrome, so
Safari?
Chrome will now be its own thing.
Well, yeah.
How about Yahoo search?
Virus search? Is that what you said? I mean, like it's. I think it's 80% viruses at this point. It's more virus than Yahoo.
Ask Jeeves.
Oh, he's still in prison.
Oh,
AOL dial-up.
Oh my God, AOL search engine. Does that even exist still?
Absolutely.
It might.
Absolutely, America Online is still online.
AOL search.
AOL.com. Boom.
My wife heard me say AOL and she said, "You're so old."
Oh my God, it's just a blank white screen with a box.
Look at that.
Of course.
Wow.
But it's still there.
Look at these ripped headlines. They got USA Today, NBC, AP, and then 2 CNN. They got nothing. Oh.
Wow.
So apparently the number one search when I just clicked on the box was Fox News.
Gross.
Yeah.
Somebody's old ass fucking Dell computer tower. But they're like, I want the Fox News, but it always loads the AOL.com first.
Google.com, my grandson Nathan.
I'll Google you what I want. That's something my mom would say. She's like, I'll email. I'll look on the email which recipe I want to find. I'm like, do you mean the internet? Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, oh no, they're not the same word. They're not the same word.
My mom says on the line.
On the line.
On the line.
Like on hold?
No, like online, just on the line.
I got your buddy on the line here.
On the line.
All right, let's watch the clip.
Oh God, yeah. Let's do
All
it
right,
before he
so
starts doing the fucking accent.
Do you guys want your medicine first or the sugar?
Let's do medicine.
Oh, give me the throne, baby.
We
All
should
right.
finish on a high, shouldn't we?
Yeah, let's do the
So,
medicine
all right.
first.
All right, so bring up either the Queen of Canada or Elon. Doesn't matter which one.
Oh, oh no.
So
What kind of
so
creep
I
is
did for this one. I did do a quick search, and it is one of her first videos.
Is it in English?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is more of a declarative statement than anything
It
else,
is.
but it's pretty good.
I think I remember seeing this one. Yeah.
When your queen addressed you. All right, here we go.
Hello, Canada. I'm Romana Didolo. I'm the founder and leader of Canada First. As of February this year, 2021, I am the head of state and commander-in-chief of Canada, the Republic. In case you're wondering who appointed me as the head of state and commander-in-chief of the Republic of Canada,
God.
the people who appointed me are the White Hats and the U.S. military.
Huh?
Together with the global allied troops and their governments.
Ollie, why did you vote for this person?
The same group of people who have helped
Apparently,
President
we voted
Trump.
for him, Mark.
Yeah. No, it wasn't us. It was
The same
US,
group of
yeah.
people who have seized the assets of the Vatican Church.
What?
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 The same group of people who have seized the assets of the fake royal family of the UK installed
Oh, damn.
by the central bankers 200 plus years ago. The same group of people who have seized the assets of the 13 family bloodlines.
Who?
What?
The same group of people who have seized the assets
Which people are we
of
talking
most,
about now?
if not
Oh, is it
all,
13
royal
clans of
families
vampires?
of Europe.
Dracula.
Dracula.
The same
Count
group
Chocula.
of people who have
The Count.
removed
The Musks.
the criminal governments
Keith Richards.
across the world.
What?
Across the world.
Across the world.
So
Now that that
She
is out
thinks
of
this
the
has already
way,
happened,
I
or
would
is she
like
thinking this
to
will happen? I don't know.
say a special hello and thank you to the U.S. Armed Forces and Allied forces inside the Republic of Canada.
Give her an aircraft
USA.
carrier.
USA.
Shout out to the
USA.
U.S. Army.
Yep.
Thank you for your sacrifice and service to humanity. Above all, thank you on behalf of the men and women and children of the Republic of Canada.
That's right.
All 16 of them.
Now on to our Canada First members from
You didn't
coast
write
to
this
coast
down?
to coast. Thank you
No.
and hello to all of you. And I would
I
like
was gonna say, I don't know, I'll
to
just wing it.
send a
I'll do it
very
live.
special
I'll do it
thanks
live.
and
I've been
greetings
doing this.
to
I'm
our
the queen.
digital soldiers on
I support
Telegram.
this new leader of state.
These
Ooh,
groups
Telegram.
of people
You know it's a scam.
100%.
have
I sent her a fax.
given up their time and energy
I would trust a
working
telegraph more than
tirelessly.
Telegram.
and sharing
About
information,
a singing telegram.
awakening their fellow Canadians and
Barbershop
people
Quartet.
around the globe. So thank you
Nobody else? Okay.
for your service to humanity. Now I would like to address
We gotta pay
the
attention.
vaccinations and injections
It's so hard.
happening across the Republic.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
cadence is so
As far
slow.
back
I
as
know.
late February, early March
Mikey,
of
can you
this
give it a
year,
1.5 speed?
right immediately
You know what? Normally I would say you're crazy, but for this lady,
Maybe
Oh,
two.
we
yeah.
Even.
we
I
gotta
don't know.
try something.
1.5. Let's do 1.5. There we go.
I took my oath as the head of state and commander-in-chief. I declare
It's
Oh,
it's
that's too fast.
it's
Too
it's
fast.
better, but a little too quick. I think.
1.25 maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, let's use our technology here. Enhance audio, vocal boost,
Enhance.
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 Canada.
Oh fuck me.
Ooh.
Okay,
Whoa.
too advanced.
Whoa.
It's worse.
Okay, let me just go back to default. Let me just go to 100%, and I'll just use the vocal boost. I won't crank it with the vocal boost.
There you go.
A vaccine-free nation,
Okay.
which
You want
means
the vac-
all
okay.
of the vaccines
Uh
and injections
Polio for
happening
everyone.
across the Republic
huh.
is unlawful, criminal, and is crime against humanity.
Says you.
Hmm.
And
Those
Okay.
are-
my
And for
army.
those individuals and groups who may not know this.
Know this.
Inside the Republic, the penalty for crimes against humanity, treason, economic sabotage, and bioterrorism is death.
Wow.
She's threatening to kill everybody.
You will
You
be
get a vaccine, you
tried
die.
for crimes against humanity under Nuremberg Code.
Okay. Let's do it.
And if that is not enough, as the head of state and commander-in-chief of the Republic of Canada, I will convene a military tribunal and charge you.
Is her fucking dryer spinning while she's addressing the nation?
Yep. Yeah, I think so. That's what it
Gotta
sounded
keep
like to me
those
too.
collared shirts pressed and clean.
Yep.
She's got to iron all them bitches after that.
As the head of
Listen,
state
here
and
goes.
commander-in-chief of the Republic of Canada, I will convene a military tribunal
Or a heater
and
or
charge
something.
you
Maybe
with
an
crime
airplane?
against humanity,
No.
treason, bioterrorism, and economic sabotage, all of which carry, as I've already mentioned, death penalty.
Okay, I maybe I made too many jokes. Is that for people who already have vaccines or who give vaccines?
Yeah,
Or-
I
or
don't
want
to
know.
get
You
them.
shouldn't make that
Both.
clear.
Anyone connected to vaccines.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you
if
have
you
a
live to death.
vaccine, you're,
If you looked at a vaccine,
if you Googled it one time,
Yeah. Did you think that the word vaccine was sexy?
if
Did
your
you
last
make love to the vaccine?
if your last name is vaccine or anything that rhymes with vaccine,
if
like
you shouted
Maxine.
vaccine,
That's right, Maxine.
if
you're
Ma-
dead
yeah,
too.
Maxine, your name rhymes with vaccine, so you're out of
It doesn't
here.
mean vaccines, just anyone named Maxine.
Did Maxine hurt you?
Oh.
if you shouted vaccine in an empty room like you're shouting into the void,
Yeah, that's you. We want you. for the firing line. Hanged by the neck.
I would also like to remind you that the
Until cured.
corporation government with whom you work for and take orders now will not be around to protect you and defend you.
I think she's talking about you, Ollie.
Yo, this hobbit is 4'9". Talking about no one will protect you. She got the camera sitting on a pillow on the floor, talking about some.
We represent Canadian.
The corporation government will not exist inside the Republic of Canada.
I will whoop, man. Let me shut up.
The banking system of the corporate government will not
Put her up on a
exist
shelf
inside the
somewhere she can't
Republic
get
of
down.
Canada. The
What
court system
currency are they going to use?
of the corporate
Dogecoin.
government of Canada will not exist
Monopoly
inside the
money?
Republic.
Friend request.
So I encourage you to think very, very carefully and to immediately stop
Unused vaccines. That's what we're going to use.
Yes,
for part.
yes. Vaccines
Your
are now
actions.
gold.
in dealing with promotions, deliveries, etc., of these vaccines. They're not even vaccines.
Then why do
They
you keep
haven't been
calling them
approved
that?
for use unless it's emergency.
So they are
They're
approved.
supposed to be trying and experimenting with this vaccine, with these, what I call drug cocktail, poison
Hey,
drug
Beck.
cocktail that's been mixed by the
Yo.
pharmaceutical industry. And
Air horn for Beck one time.
they're using the Canadian people, the people of the Republic, as their lab rats.
I'm not gonna make no lab
And
rat
these
jokes,
actions
but y'all
will
know
not go
what she look like.
unpunished, as I've already mentioned.
Little wet.
So I urge you to consider very, very carefully your options.
Is this 1.25 speed?
Because
It is.
should time
Jesus
come
Christ.
when the head of state and commander-in-chief of the Republic of Canada,
I mean,
and
it's
that is
almost
I,
over, but
must sign your execution papers for these crimes against the Republic,
Just murder
oh
them.
my
I will do so.
God.
Yo, her smoke detector need a battery.
We need
against the
the
Republic.
clip from Monty Python and the Holy Grail where the king's talking to the two peasants. I didn't vote for you.
I will do so.
I
Help,
will.
I'm being repressed.
I heard it. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Change your 9-volt. Oh shit. Change.
Jesus Christ.
she is fucking nuts.
State
yo,
and commander-in-chief.
yo, that's your queen. You gonna chill?
Hey,
Ollie, you can no longer make fun of Trump. You have this in
Yeah,
Canada.
yeah.
It-
You can make less
yeah,
jokes.
but we didn't elect this. Come on now.
No, apparently y'all did.
Apparently,
No,
well,
no,
we
Mark,
did.
you
16
might have.
people elected this. That's totally different. But holy fuck! I mean, she was only talking about vaccines and the penalties for vaccines.
Now on
here.
to
In other shit, she gets into don't pay your fucking bills and fucking shit like that. It's like she's so crazy. She's gotten people kicked out of their homes because they don't pay their mortgages and don't pay their fucking bills and don't. Oh,
I mean,
yeah. Okay. I can
risky,
just keep ranting.
risky proposition. Listening to this chick from YouTube and being like, "Fuck my bills."
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
for sure.
Risky.
All right, so that was the Queen of Canada. Let's take a look at her opponent.
Okay.
All right.
Elon.
Old
Musk.
President Elon.
Elania Trump.
Elania.
POTUS.
Elania
POTUS.
is hilarious.
POTUS
POTUS
Elon. POTUS Musk.
I want this to go away.
Musky POTUS.
All right, go away. Oh, I didn't mean to close it. Oh well.
Oh.
We'll
There you go.
remember what she
No,
looks
it's
like.
fine. It's gone forever.
Yeah. Oh no. What am I saying? Oh no, it's lost.
Fake ass weird razor blade dog tag.
This is
Kinda
at
looks
this
like
point a rather infamous Elon interview.
Go fuck
What was that trip like? And obviously, you know that there's a public perception that, and you're clarifying this now, but there's a public perception that that was part of a apology tour, if you will. That this had been said online, There was all of the criticism. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger
I hope
today.
they stop.
You hope?
Don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f yourself.
But
go.
Who are you looking at?
Yourself.
He's looking around the room
Is
for
that clear?
approval.
Yeah.
I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
Well, let me ask you then.
Is this ketamine? Oh, it's just
That's
water.
how I feel. Don't advertise.
How do you think then about the economics of X? If
You know, the
part of the
company.
underlying model, at least today, and maybe it needs
You
to
know, the
shift.
business.
Maybe the answer is it needs to
Yeah.
shift away from advertising.
Capitalism.
If you believe that this is
You
the
know,
one part of
jobs.
your business where you will be beholden to those who have this view, what do you do?
Why?
I understand that, but there's a reality too.
He doesn't live in reality.
He does.
I'm so cool.
Yes. No.
I mean, Linda
no,
Yacarino's right here, and she's got to sell advertising.
Absolutely. So, totally. No. Actually, what this advertising boycott is
What is his brain doing?
going to do? It's going to kill the company.
And do you think that the
and the whole world will know that those advertisers killed the company, and we will document it in great detail.
But those advertisers, I imagine, are going to say we didn't kill the company.
Oh yeah.
They're going to say
tell it to Earth.
But they're going to say
What?
Elon, that you killed the company
Boy, tell
because
it
you
to
said
Earth.
these things, and that they were inappropriate things, and that they didn't feel comfortable on the platform. Right? That's what they're going to say.
And let's see how Earth responds to that.
What is he talking
The
about?
planet
So, yeah,
Earth.
okay, this goes back to
We'll both make our cases,
right,
and we'll see what the outcome is.
Yeah,
what
you
are
went
the
to
economics
court.
of
Well, he
that
was
for
right.
you? I mean, you
He's
have
now
enormous resources, so you can actually
charge
keep
of
this company
government.
going for a very long time. Would you keep it going for a long time if there was no advertising?
I mean, if the company fails because of an advertiser boycott, it will fail because of an advertiser boycott. And that will be what bankrupted the company, and that's what everybody on Earth will know.
Is
What
he
do you
just
think
some
then of
rich
the-
alien
this
that
goes
came
back to the
here,
idea
like
of
an
trust,
alien
though.
that came
Then
in
it'll
and
be
hit
gone.
the fucking
And
dog
it'll be
button
gone
and
because
got
of an
all the
advertiser
money?
boycott.
Like,
But you recognize that some of those people are going to say that they didn't feel comfortable on the platform. And I just wonder and ask you and think about that.
I just don't want
for a
to
second.
advertise my shit,
But
you know,
but the
next to
judge is gonna be,
swastikas.
The judge is the public.
Oh, wait. Oh, disclaimers. My
We're
favorite.
so sorry. We're so sorry we had him on.
All opinions expressed by the show participants are solely their current opinions and do not reflect the opinions of CNBC, NBC, Universal, their parent company, or affiliates, or the companies in which, yeah, you know, the thing.
You want me to read this as Trump?
No. No, ever. No.
Investments or strategies?
No.
I understand.
All right. Jeez,
So-
that was pretty. God, he's so stupid. He's just a big stupid man. God, you're dumb.
He's so
he doesn't
dumb.
seem
So
like he's part of the same species as us.
He's not. Look at him.
Yeah.
You know, I like how everyone was like for a whole decade, you know, the Illuminati is real. And, you know, they do like blood sacrifices, all got billions of dollars. It's him. He's a lizard person. He's trying to be fucking shadow president. He's the lizard person that you guys thought was from your conspiracies. There he is. Look at him. You can see him tasting the air with his fucking tongue every other second.
I prefer the underground crab people from South Park.
No, I think that the movie that Roddy Piper was in back in the 90s with the aliens and you put the sunglasses on, I think that could be what's going on.
What was the name of that
He's one of them.
movie?
That's a good movie.
Them or
Yes, it was them.
I think it was
Isn't
them.
there like a TV signal that disrupts it so then he can see them or something?
Yeah, something happens
That
at
the
the
one?
end. That's what they do.
They live.
They live. That could be
They
it
live.
too. Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a goodie.
Hello,
So
PC.
Hey, PC.
Elon there, he's
Why would you burn a Bible? I would never burn a Bible.
exactly. He's trying to make a point. That's just he's just being a dick.
He is.
He doesn't Why doesn't he understand the economics of his businesses?
Well, he thought he could leverage them and make them do whatever he wanted. And then he knew that he was going to sue, because this is before he sued them, right? So he knew ahead of time that he was going to sue them for backing out, because he would say that they're damaging the wealth of the company by not putting their shit up next to his swastikas. And it's like, nah, dog. You can't ruin the thing and be like, no, you need to keep investing in this or else I will sue you.
Yeah.
No, ignorant, dumb, alien bitch. It's not happening.
So who's worse?
She did threaten to murder everybody who's been vaccinated.
Yeah. I mean, he told all of his advertisers to go fuck themselves.
And
then
did.
he said if they leave, they're going to ruin the company by leaving, but go fuck yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
she threatened to murder everybody that had a vaccine.
And I guess I don't know if this helps people. I was trying to figure out how many followers the Queen has.
Mm-hmm.
I keep saying 16, but it's
one of her Telegram channels.
Yeah,
has like 70,000 followers.
Get the
fuck.
That's like
off.
Okay, that's
like most of Canada.
They're not all actually followers.
So we have to take that with a grain of salt.
Right.
I would say maybe 20% of that, but even then, she has 10,000 or more people.
She's got a small army.
Believe her.
You better watch your ass now.
She's got a couple of hundred people living with her at that fucking commune building that she bought, the old schoolhouse there. What in northern? It's not. It is.
Aren't they in Alberta?
Saskatchewan. I think it's Saskatchewan actually.
Out in the sticks.
Yeah, and I know she's got other people that do follow her in Ontario because that's where she got a bunch of her followers in trouble there because they were blockading the police station.
Is that where she got her watch?
I don't know where she got her watch. I have no idea. Fucking probably some pawn shop for about $3.99.
Watch.
She found that shit in the gutter.
Yeah.
Rinsed
given
it
to her.
Rinsed it off.
Hand inscribed by Putin.
Yeah, hand chiseled by Putin himself. He chiseled his own autograph into the watch.
I don't want her to win, but she threatened to murder like basically 90% of Canadians.
All right,
well, yes,
all right.
but you don't want her to win because she's awful. This is the worst of the worst.
Yeah, we want the bad people to be exposed.
Counterpoint, look at Elon's jacket.
Yeah, who does he fucking think he is? Amelia Earhart?
Yeah, he found her and stole it.
And then he's got what's
that
on
jacket's
his...
about 2 sizes too small for him too.
Yeah, his belly's poking out. He's got a little pot belly going with his shirt. And what does his shirt fucking have on there? The fucking ingredients to make him.
Fucking. And again, some more random information. This was as of August, so I don't know. It probably has gone up since Trump's victory, but August 2024, Twitter's revenues had collapsed 84%.
What?
Yeah.
I think that was about the time he was selling a bunch of stock in Tesla to have liquid cash available for Twitter and himself.
So as of right now, it's down 84%.
Well, that's
August of this year. Again, I haven't found data on what happened since Trump was elected. It has probably rebounded.
Well, a lot of people went to Blue Sky, right?
I think all those people are gone, bro. I don't think that's rebounding.
But yeah, I'll read what's
because I mean they already got Truth Social.
Yeah, this is Yahoo Finance, not the greatest source, but
They're
as
not
Twitter's
bad.
revenue collapses by 84%, Tesla bulls fear Elon Musk will liquidate more Tesla stock, bringing the value down for everyone.
Oh, so Tesla's gonna go down because he has to save fucking Twitter.
Yeah.
This guy's a fucking clown.
Yeah.
God, he's so stupid.
He is. He really is.
And
And
so, like,
all
part
that
of me,
money is so dumb.
part of me is wondering if Elon wins here because of the actual damage he will do with the Department of Government Efficiency compared to the Queen of Canada, which at most has 10,000 plus followers, which won't be able to do as much damage.
I'm calling foul because we didn't know that he was going to get his jollies by putting his dangling on Trump's forehead as a pastime. Like, we didn't know that going into it.
Yeah.
And that's like a year and a half after this video.
Into his hair.
Yeah,
we
in
all
his
need
hair
to
every time.
Salute President Musk. Come on, Ollie. There you go.
Come on, Mikey.
I'm doing the
Yeah.
I'm doing the upside down
But
one.
the Queen of Canada is just, she's evil. They're both evil.
My
But-
vote is for Elon because he's just doesn't care. At least the Queen of Canada cares about something.
Cares about murdering everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Her Majesty.
Yeah.
Her Majesty is a batshit crazy lady, and I feel like this whole category was made for her. No one has been more emblematic, and I think she should be our maiden champion of the shit. The king of stupid mountain.
And the other thing too is we are trying to get the worst video. This video is well prepared, well copied. Yeah, I know that jacket's too small for him, but other than that, he's being presented half well. The Queen of Canada was sitting on a couch in her fucking living room
with the
a
fucking
dryer
dishwasher.
going in the fucking back rack.
With the plainest painted wall you could find.
Yo, that
It's
couch. Where was that couch from?
Yeah. The Queen of Canada wins this flat
That
out
was a
for
fucking
the worst of the worst.
Yo, that was a curb fucking couch if I've ever seen one. That motherfucker was on the curb and she went and grabbed it.
It's a curb couch that they found and they dragged in there. Holy fuck.
In Canadian winter, it is a musky couch.
She's hooked a couple of huskies up to it and pulled it back to the commune.
All right, so our worst of the year, 2024, Queen of Canada.
Jason Derulo. Wait, that's not her name.
Mark didn't vote, did he?
Mark
didn't
really
No, I haven't voted yet.
Oh.
I was just giving people more data to make you feel worse about themselves.
Too late. It is voting
God,
time.
they both suck ass. It's yeah, I got to give it to the Queen of Canada. Let's just not cover her next season.
She gets no. Here's what's gonna happen because she won. She gets an automatic spot.
Fuck.
She's got a bye week on the fucking next season.
She gets
First
an
round
automatic
pick in the
spot on the
draft.
bracket.
Damn it.
Draft pick number 1.
Oh man.
I hate everything.
There we go. So the ultimate worst video or worst person.
Well, there you go.
Queen of
Canada wins. Who knew?
Canada's the worst.
Canada.
Damn.
We have the worst person.
Canadians always taking stuff from us.
All right, Ollie.
Where is
if
she
you want her
born?
not to be on the top anymore, you got to find worse
she's
people
not Canadian.
in Canada
She's-
to drown her out.
I'll tell you right now.
Philippines, I want to say. I think it's.
Oh,
the
that's
Philippines
right.
she's
She was born in the Philippines.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
I was reading her. Were we reading her wiki or something like that? It was bananas. All the shit going in there.
She's on her wiki. She's a part of the sovereign citizen movement and QAnon at the same time. Not only has she proclaimed herself Queen of Canada, but also Queen of the World.
and she controls the American military.
There you go. The first
I'm
worst.
saluting that.
The first worst. Alright. That's all she gets. Enough with the clapping, goddammit. She's gotten more than she's deserved.
All right, now
Oof.
now that we've
Shake it off, shake it off, shake
now
it
that
off.
we've swallowed that pill, time for a sugary donut.
Mmm. I love donuts. Powdered donuts
like
make me
donuts,
go
too.
nuts.
So first we got
Oh, sorry.
first we got these are the two finalists for the best of the best.
For season
We
one.
got for season 1 we got Jim Cramer, who I found this is an interview with Time Magazine about Jim Cramer's spat with Jon Stewart. So like we couldn't use the Jon Stewart stuff because that was all the Daily Show, and we couldn't use Cramer's stuff because that was all his show on CNBC. So there's a nice middle ground for all that stuff. It's a very good interview for Jim Cramer, although I don't know how you guys are going to interpret the way he comes off.
Got it.
Magazine. I'm here with Jim Cramer, host of CNBC's Mad Money, founder of TheStreet.com, former hedge fund manager.
That guy looks like... I can't place it. Give me a second.
Former
Kind of
stockbroker.
like Edward Norton, but more fleshed out.
Edward Norton and Larry Bird at the same time.
Yeah.
That's
I
him.
see that exactly.
That's him.
Larry Bird.
Edward.
If they had a child.
Ed Bird.
Yeah.
His name is Ed Bird.
So.
Life has many doors, Ed Bird.
I'm Justin Fox of Time Magazine. I'm here with Jim Cramer, host of CNBC's Mad Money, founder of TheStreet.com, former hedge fund manager, former stockbroker, former lawyer, former newspaper reporter, and a guy who's been having a very interesting year. Jim, thanks for doing this with us.
Thank you.
Our first question is from Gonzalo Soto Campero in Mexico City. In the summer of 2007, you appeared on TV screaming that Ben Bernanke and his colleagues at the Federal Reserve had no idea.
They know nothing.
How bad?
He was a shame. He's shameful.
I got one too.
Things were on Wall Street. After what has
Thought you could quick draw me, old Jim Cray.
happened, weren't you too calm?
I've often thought about what I said that day in relation to many people who have second-guessed me and our network, that we didn't see things coming. Because the truth is that we saw them coming all too clearly. And
they need some background music. I can hear the fucking fans. God damn.
Right. A lot of people criticized me for being off the deep end when I shouted from the rooftops that things were falling apart and we had to do something. And then a lot of people criticized me for not doing anything and not shouting it from the rooftops. So I always found there'd be a tad of irony there. But what happened is I said my piece. I came out, I said what I had to say.
Camera work,
I hope
Jesus.
people listened. I said privately what I had to say to people in
Time
government.
magazine.
I said publicly what I had to say. But what I thought it did, at least, was
some hard cuts.
Let me look back and say, I know I did my best.
Well, so this
Back
question
to
is
the
from John
Steadicam.
Kuderbaugh in
Over the
DeKalb,
shoulder cam.
Illinois. Did you regret that you went on the Daily Show in the first place?
No one wants to suffer a beatdown. No one wants to be humiliated or embarrassed. And I would include myself in that group.
So that's a yes?
No, I was shocked at his behavior. But, you know, I came in on as a gentleman, and I wanted to take the high road, and I had been pretty much led to believe that it would be fun. That was obviously incredibly
mistake.
wrong. You know, when you have things in life where you get defined by something that is really unfortunate because you don't think it's you, you tend to want to look back and blame the other person. I wish that Jon Stewart had watched my show a couple times. I think he obviously got clips. I wish he knew about my background, and I wish he knew about a lot of the things that I had done, because I think he would have thanked me instead of attacked me for exactly what I had been doing. No one else has stuck their neck out the way I have to be able to say things are corrupt, things are bad. I'm probably the person who's gotten most trouble in America for trying to say, listen, we got to stop this madness. And yet I, because of this fellow from TV, have been characterized as being the most clueless, most reckless. And I think that's it's just an unfortunate thing. I didn't see it coming. And I think ultimately sometimes you just get had.
You seem to take Jon Stewart's criticism personally, but he was really making a larger point about the failures of CNBC and other financial outlets. Do you actually think your network did a good job anticipating and reporting on the financial meltdown?
I'm going to take that in two ways. One was that if you go back over the tape, it was very clear that he was attacking me personally. I was trying to keep it at a high level, but he was vicious and he was ad hominem in the way he attacked me.
What's that? Jon Stewart punching down? Kicking old Paul Revere in the Johnson while he's trying to scream about the regulars being out?
You know, I think
Canada.
I think
Wish I'd
Jim
seen that
Cramer.
interview.
Oh, it's on Comedy Central. It's on the Daily Show. He did a whole episode about it.
We'll watch it after this.
Yeah. I think Jim Cramer does make a quick point, though, about how Jon Stewart can often be disarming to people as a comedian.
Yes.
I mean, we saw that with Tucker and what's his name. Like, they didn't expect Jon Stewart to go whole ham on them either.
No,
And it's
you're
it's
right.
happened to Bill O'Reilly. It's happened to Tucker Carlson. all these people who thought Jon Stewart is a haha funny comedian, and then he shows up and he just like destroys people because they're somewhat disarmed. They thought Jon Stewart's just gonna have some fun with them.
Right. They think they're going to Comedy Central to have a comedy show, and this guy just tears into them. It's a bit of.
I'd like to make a point.
Cloak and dagger move.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, I'd like to make a point. This guy says, I wish Jon Stewart had watched more of my material. Well, maybe you should have watched more of Jon Stewart's material because you would have known what he does to people.
You should have watched the Crossfire clip.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do is watch the Crossfire clip.
If they invite me, I decline.
And then when I tried to defend myself, he said he was attacking the network. So his method of arguing was brilliant in the way it was meant strictly to try to get me fired. I think that was his goal, was to try to get me fired. Our network has done a phenomenal job, actually much better than print. I'm from print, okay? I've been print all my life. I know what good journalism and what bad journalism is.
Is that what it is, Tim? Is that our thing? Me and Tim are secret, like, closeted newsboys, and we like the old dinosaur newspaper writers. Is that why we like Jim Cramer? Is because he came from print media?
I don't know. I mean,
same thing with Olbermann too, right?
Yeah, Olbermann for sure. Olbermann was a sports journalist before he was a actual.
Like that's how he talks and like that's how he writes.
Yeah.
For his like monologues and shit.
And I didn't know Jim Cramer was a lawyer before too. I thought he was a finance guy all the way.
Muy interesante. I'm trying to watch our freaking stream vertical, but we're like so far down my own list. There we go. I was like, I can't even see us. We're so fucking puny. Fucking dog shit fucking algorithm. I want to see my show.
I'm not going to let him be the arbiter of good or bad journalism. He may claim that I don't, but I've seen and been in many places where I have been told what to say and what not to say. And CNBC is not one of them. And I speak for many people when I say that. I think CNBC's done a remarkable job, and I think that the attack on CNBC and the attack on me were gravely misplaced.
Well, because that's what. Do you really think it's to get you fired, or is his goal to have a show that a lot of people watch?
Let's say if it was for ratings, okay, well, it's business, but it's still my life. I didn't expect to be prosecuted. And it was rather remarkable. It was rather remarkable in the sense that it was so clear that his goal was to just
love the booyah
destroy
right
me.
above his head.
And I'm still walking around, I'm still on the show and doing a good job, I think. But it was just remarkable. Remarkably misplaced. And of course, then he would say, Jim, don't take it personally. It was about CNBC. You can do that kind of circular argument, and I get that. But we moved on. I continue to try to do the best journalism I can. He continues to try to do whatever he's doing.
His cuffs are bothering me.
If I'm waiting for an
so
apology,
ugly like that.
I'm really stupid.
It's so easy
but
to
he was very vicious.
He needs to be standing up.
Yeah,
it works when he's standing up, but it's not working now. They're not falling. They're not falling back down, so he can push them back up. They're just staying in a weird spot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They're in a weird spot.
Yeah, one day he'll answer for it. But nothing I'll be able to do will answer for it. I mean, we all have to answer for things when we're vicious and we try to take people down. And we should, because it's not fair.
Do you believe we will look back on the financial innovations of the last several decades with regret? Or do you think, in the long run, the incredible amount of available credit they create will justify them as beneficial?
No, they almost brought our country down. I mean, anything that tries to bring the country down is bad. I mean, we wiped out 40 to 50% of people's savings, good hardworking people. We had no government regulation. It was the government decided to adopt a laissez-faire / Atlas shrugged view of things, which meant that they genuinely believed that the markets shouldn't be regulated, and rapacious capitalism took over. And the only guy who really called this right was Marx. But I have to tell you that they brought our nation to its knees, and we're not going to end up being a great power because of what happened. China will be.
Money is being spent before it can be printed. At what point will we run into crippling inflation?
I mean, you got to go back and read Hoover. Hoover was very worried about tremendous inflation. So he did his best to avoid that. And we had the greatest depression in history. So perhaps...
I just saw the Booyah banner. The pennant.
We learn from history and make a judgment that we should worry about inflation after we worry about taking a Great Depression off the table. Our garden variety depression, which was the worst since the 30s, ended in the second week of March. And I think that we need to be addressing the inflation issue when we're absolutely sure that the banking system is solvent, which I think we're coming to. And then I think that Bernanke is very smart, and he will rein in the cash. I believe almost all the TARP money will be returned. I believe that the only rogue element left is AIG. Housing, I believe, will bottom, and then they can begin to raise rates if they'd like to. But let's not have a 1937-38 scenario where we started raising taxes and we were thrown back in the Depression, which only ended when war was declared.
You're saying the second week in March this particular depression ended?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I like to be specific.
Okay. I still quite like your TV persona.
Isn't that nice?
Is this because the general public have come to expect people in the financial sector to be roguish?
Well, I don't think anybody's roguish. It's really dangerous to be roguish. I have a very dangerous life. I take chances. And a lot of times I'm not even conscious when I'm taking a chance, which is bad. Because I should have more self-preservation instinct. But roguish has a connotation of dishonest. And I mean, I think that my biggest problem is brutal honesty, not brutal dishonesty.
This question from Matt Robinson in Nashville. Are you as loud in real life as you are on your show?
You know, I think that's a great question because I don't know which is me anymore. If I'm at a ball game, which I go to a lot, then this is me, okay? But when I'm on the street and you stop me, no, I'm not, you know, booyah, but half the time I am this guy and half the time I'm not. So it's like, it's kind of not an act, but I have the ability to be pensive, as strange as that sounds. It was meant.
Okay. That is it for him.
Yes. Now play the AOC.
Wait, how old is this video?
This is from just after. This is like 15 years ago. So
2009.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's Is any other member seek recognition?
Mr.
Chair
Chairman.
recognizes Ms. Green.
I'd like. I think it's a really major mistake and an insult to me.
To know if
Be an
any of the
insult to
Democrats on
somebody.
this committee are employing Judge Merchan's daughter.
What?
Please tell me what that has to do with Merrick Garland.
Is she a porn star?
Oh, Goldman. That's right. He's advising. Okay.
Oh, Lord, you got the name wrong.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about
just
AG.
I don't think you know what you're here
President.
for.
Well, you the one talking about. I guess
I
you still
think your
stuck in the
fake
courtroom.
eyelashes are messing up
No,
what you're
ain't
reading.
nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr.
That's
Chairman,
beneath
would
you.
you please
Order.
regain order of your committee?
Order.
Please.
She was just so middle of the road. She didn't even make the bottom five with her little trash self.
Yep.
There's a point of order.
We have a point of order.
Too trash
Mr.
for the
Lynch,
trash
state
can.
your point.
Mr. Chairman, I would just like to ask the parliamentarian if your
I know we're only listening to the AOC part, but I do kind of enjoy the popcorn eating section of this.
conduct here in raising money in connection with this hearing is referable to the Ethics Committee within this hearing. Is a motion in order to refer your conduct
I should have timestamped the
and
AOC
your
part.
abuse of
It's not a point of order.
Mr. I do have a point of order, and I would like to
Where did
move
you
to
come from?
take down Ms. Green's words.
How did she get in there?
That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you?
Yo, remember I closed that link on accident.
Apparently not.
What the fuck?
Meeting will
attack the
suspend.
physical
Meeting will
appearance of another.
suspend.
She wasn't done with me.
Are your
Move
feelings
her
hurt?
words down.
Aw.
Are your
Oh,
feelings
girl,
fucked? Oh,
baby,
bitch.
girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play. with
Baby,
me.
girl,
We're gonna,
I don't
we
think
are going to move, and we're going to take your words down.
I
Thank you very
second that motion.
Ms. Green, do you wish to?
I gotta hear that one more time.
much. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack
meeting will
the
suspend.
physical
Meeting will
appearance of another
suspend.
person?
Are your
Move
feelings
her
hurt?
words down.
Aw.
Oh, girl, baby, girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play. with
Baby,
me.
girl,
We're gonna,
I don't
we
think
are going to
so.
move, and we're going to take your words down.
I
Thank you very
second that motion.
Ms. Green, do you wish to strike your words?
I have 4 minutes and
And that's after they had to take a fucking recess to go look at the rules, and it was like a 5-minute break because everybody was like grumble, grumble, grumble.
Don't they have Google? Google the rules.
And
Google
she,
the rules.
it wasn't even looking up the rules. Is they had to pull her to Margie to the side and say, "You really need to apologize.
Yeah, this is
21
not
seconds to
decorum,
speak.
you monster.
I think we have to do the motion first, and then unless there's another
She tried
motion,
to skip it.
then you'll be recognized again. But I believe there's another motion coming. So, you agree to strike your words?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
agree.
Ms. Green agrees to strike her words.
I believe she
Chair
needs to
recognizes
apologize. No, no, no.
Mr.
She
Perry.
needs to
Okay,
apologize.
hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's going to be recognized, then Ms. Green
I'm not
has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well,
seconds.
then
Okay,
you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
words.
I am
Mr.
not
Perry.
apologizing.
Now let's go. Come on, guys.
Why
Come
don't
on,
you
guys.
debate me?
Mr. Chairman, the minority.
Pretty
Chair
self-evident.
recognition.
We're not all created equal.
I think
Yeah,
it's
you're
pretty
not. You don't have enough
self-evident.
You're out of order.
intelligence.
Chair recognizes Mr. Perry.
Okay, move to strike
I'd like to
I
strike
move to
those
strike the
words
lady's
as well.
words.
I would like to
Strike the
as
lady's
well.
words again.
Ms. Green, do you ask unanimous? Do you agree to unanimous?
James Comer, you have been reading the same piece of paper for 15 minutes. Get it together, sir.
Consent to strike your words.
I repeat again for the second time. Yes, I'll strike
right.
my words,
That-
but I'm
all
not
right.
apologizing.
Without objection. So, Ms. Green asked unanimous consent to strike her words. Mr. Raskin objected. I'm going to recognize Mr. Raskin for his objection. No, we're not counting against. Ms. Green has 4 minutes and 21 seconds left. This will
And
not
she will
count
not
against
let
her
us
time.
forget.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I reserve the right to object because the understanding of the minority is that the gentlelady from Georgia would move to take her words down and strike her words and to offer a sincere apology for having engaged in personalities against another member, offending her personal appearance and insulting her. We don't do that in this committee. And I think the major problem was that we allowed pornography in this committee, and we've gone down a bad road. But in any event, we should not allow face-to-face ad hominem insults. It's totally contrary to the rules of the House of Representatives. And I would ask Ms. Green if she would just make the apology. It's not that complicated. We don't want to get into face-to-face insults.
Has it been here?
You will never get an apology out of me.
Oh, shit.
I don't owe
Then I
you one.
object. Then I
All right.
object, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Raskins objects.
Shame. Shame.
Dude, that is like a fucking
Shame.
triple down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a Karen. She's just a fucking Karen. And these idiots in Georgia think they can sleep with her or something. That's why they keep voting for her. They think she's hot or something. Because she's dumb as a box. She's dumb as a box of crayons.
This was the House of Representatives with Biden in charge.
Yep.
Of the executive branch. Like, you can only imagine what kind of nonsense is going to happen with when they have a slimmer majority.
Oh, they're gonna lose people.
And now garbage president is president again.
People are gonna just leave. They're gonna be like, you know what? I'm not even gonna run again. Good luck. Shit's gonna be ours for the taking.
You know, I think we don't want to see a complete dissent of our
Oh,
committee.
yes, we do.
And the
Who's we?
verbatim quote.
Speak for yourself.
The verbatim quote of the gentlelady
Jamie?
was, "I think your fake eyelashes are messing up your reading." That is what she said. I think your fake eyelash, and that's obviously engaging in personalities. It's an ad hominem attack, and I would just ask every member of this committee, in a fair-minded way, would you want to be talked to in that way
Hey,
about
no
your personal
secrets.
appearance by another member of the committee? Because what we're doing is
you
we're setting
whisper?
standards going forward.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
What now?
Say it again.
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's a
Hold on.
part of
I'm
it.
trying to find
She's
clarification
asking a
on
question.
what quality.
Chairman, motion to
I had
strike
no
those
idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna
She
do
said,
this.
"I'll
Look,
say
you
it
guys
again."
Earlier, literally just.
You just voted to do
Y'all did
it.
it first, so you
You
don't want to
just
talk about
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at, calm down. Calm
No,
down.
because this
I
is
would
what
like to
y'all
get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying
Hey,
to get
Miss
clarification.
Crockett, you're not
Y'all wanna
recognized.
play
Miss
games.
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your
And you
yelling.
don't want me
Calm
to
down.
Be,
Can
no,
you please calm down?
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all
Please
talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a
Mr.
problem.
Chairman, Mr.
Order.
Chairman.
We need more AOC in that video.
I mean, there's another AOC video we can watch. I posted it up there. That's a best of clip too. You can put that one up there too if you want. If you don't
Yeah.
think the other one has enough AOC.
Yeah, that.
Baby
I,
girl.
See, that was Marjorie
I
Taylor
thought-
Greene.
I thought there was going to be more AOC in that.
No,
I
she didn't
forgot that at the end was Crockett.
Yeah, that would have been good for Crockett. She lit her ass up. Season 2. That's my dark horse for season 2. I think Crockett's gonna win next year.
The concern of the environment as an elitist concern. 1 year ago, I was waitressing in a taco shop in downtown Manhattan. I just got health insurance for the first time a month ago. This is not an elitist issue. This is a quality of life issue. You want to tell people that their concern and their desire for clean air and clean water is elitist? Tell that to the kids in the South Bronx, which are suffering from the highest rates of childhood asthma in the country. Tell that to the families in Flint, whose kids have their blood is ascending in lead levels. Their brains are damaged for the rest of their lives. Call them elitist. You're telling them that those kids are trying to get on a plane to Davos? People are dying. They are dying. And the response across the other side of the aisle is to introduce an amendment 5 minutes before a hearing in a markup. This is serious. This should not be a partisan issue. This is about our constituents and all of our lives. Iowa, Nebraska, broad swaths of the Midwest are drowning right now, underwater. Farms, towns that will never be recovered and never come back. And we're here, and people are more concerned about helping oil companies than helping their own families? I don't think so. I don't think so. This is about our lives. This is about American lives. And it should not be partisan. Science should not be partisan. We are facing a national crisis. And if we do not ascend to that crisis, if we do not ascend to the levels in which we were threatened at the Great Depression, when we were threatened in World War II, if we do not ascend to those levels, if we tell the American public that we are more willing to invest and bail out big banks than we are willing to invest in our farmers and our urban families, then I don't know what we're here doing. I don't know what we're here doing. You know, we talk about cost. We're going to pay for this whether we pass a Green New Deal or not. Because as towns and cities go underwater, as wildfires ravage our communities, we are going to pay. And we are either going to decide if we're going to pay to react or if we're going to pay to be proactive. And what we know is that prevention, you know, when you spend less money on prevention, you can prevent a lot of that damage from happening in the first place. So it's not a question of whether we're going to spend the money, because I'm very sad to say that the government knew that climate change was real starting as far back as 1989 when NASA was reporting this. And the private sector knew way back in the 1970s. So we had until around the time I was born to address this issue. I wish it didn't have to cost so much.
How old is she?
But I'm going to turn 30 this year, and for the entire 30 years of my lifetime, we did not make substantial investments to prepare our entire country for what we knew was coming. So now it's coming all up at the end. It's like when we live our whole lives and we don't eat healthily and we don't move and we pursue unhealthy activities. And then at the end of our lives, our healthcare costs are very high. We have the choice to lower the cost now, because I can tell you the cost of pursuing a Green New Deal will be far less than the cost of not passing it. And with respect to our brothers and sisters and neighbors that are in agriculture, bring them to the table. Let's hold hearings. Let's add provisions. Let's amend the legislation to accommodate for the just transition and for the encouragement of those industries to grow. And I would also encourage to my colleague on the other side of the aisle that thinks we're trying to ban cows to actually read the resolution and understand that there's nothing to that effect in the legislation. And not only that, but we're trying to invest in these communities and our agricultural workers so that they can enjoy prosperity into the next century.
That was Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez blowing a hole in New.
Hi, Brian Tyler Cohen.
How you doing?
Yeah, the rest is him, I think.
Okay.
So if you want a fair representation of AOC, that's probably it right there. That was 5 years ago. So she's 35 now. Ish. So, comments?
Who's first? Man, we never did get that Green New Deal, did we?
Nope. So I'll say this. Both videos, the first AOC video we're not going to count because it was mostly other people.
Baby girl,
please.
I don't know. I think that should count.
The jury already saw it.
Both videos, I believe, are people making good accounts of themselves.
Yeah.
Jim Cramer does a lot of defending of himself against Jon Stewart, which I think some of it is fair, some of it maybe not so much. AOC, this is her first term as a congresswoman.
Right.
So it's like disruptor AOC.
This is rookie season.
Yeah, this is AOC. No one told her the rules, and she's just out there lighting people up.
She's out there trying to she's out there trying to win in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate.
I would have to say, like, rhetoric wise, like AOC is a lot more fiery in this one than Jim Cramer's a bit more sober.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very tame.
Mellow. He's trying to win over the people by being playing the pity me card, right?
He's the underdog being picked on.
Yeah. So I felt he was a bit whiny in spots, but yeah.
I did like the soundboard when he was like,
right at the beginning.
Bill Poole is a shame. He's shameful.
Yeah.
Here's what's hard about Jim Cramer, and when I was looking up videos for him, there is pause. When I was trying to find a good video of him on YouTube in a not sexual way.
Impossible, Tim.
Yeah.
You
looked up some sexual videos, didn't you, Tim?
There is.
Why would he say that unless he brought up sexual videos? Like,
I mean, Rule 34. If it exists, there's porn of it. There's probably Jim Cramer porn out there somewhere.
I'm on it.
Saying.
No, Mark, no.
No, just check Tim's search history. You'll find it.
Do not put that in the group.
My screen.
Do not put that in the group chat. Do not put that in the group chat.
Do not. No.
Jim Cramer. Jim Cramer mostly
and Lady Liberty.
He's not a widely liked individual because he does get things wrong.
BRB.
And I think it is difficult to find a video of him that's like not on his show, not being his character, and for him to not. Yeah, and I felt like this video sort of represented more of like actual Jim Cramer rather than the character Jim Cramer, just like the other video did. Except that video, he was very angry.
He was actually losing his mind with the stupidity of the American capitalist system.
And Jim Cramer does get a lot of shit, not just from like Jon Stewart. He gets a lot of shit from a lot of people. So, not that I'm defending Jim Cramer. I think that's just his state of mind in this interview, is to try and defend himself.
That's fair.
Especially because I think it was just after he was on. There was like a couple of weeks in whatever year this was, 2009 or 2010, where Jim Cramer and Jon Stewart were going at it. Because Jon Stewart said a lot of things about CNBC and Jim Cramer specifically, and Jim Cramer fired back, and then he decided, I'll go on the Daily Show and we'll hash it out. And Jon Stewart went Jon Stewart on him.
Then I got to point out his whole beginning where I didn't expect any of this makes no sense then. If he was already going back and forth with the guy angrily, how did he expect the thing to go? He couldn't have expected to go any other way.
He said in the interview he thought that Jon Stewart was going to have him on and they were going to just do a comedy show. He didn't expect Jon Stewart to tear him a new one.
He didn't
on
expect the comedian to make fun of him.
He didn't expect the comedian to not make fun of him, but to like tear into him rhetorically.
But from what you just said, they had been going back and forth right before this.
Jim Cramer's take is that it was a lark. That it was like Jon Stewart was taking shots at CNBC, and they were for comedy reasons, not because Jon Stewart was genuinely angry with CNBC.
Then once again, Jim Stewart did no preparation because he didn't know who Jon Stewart was going on the show. He had no idea what he was walking into, and that's his own damn fault. He's supposed to be this smart guy. He wasn't very smart then.
Well, I think that once again, sometimes there are two Jon Stewarts that you can get. There's the Jon Stewart that, yeah, he's a comedian, he has a comedy show, and he'll make fun of you. But ultimately, like the relationship that he kind of had with Bill O'Reilly, where they kind of made fun of each other, and it was a bit jovial, but in the end, they walked away as like frenemies or whatever. Then there's the Jon Stewart that will literally rip you a new one over something that he is vehemently angry at. And I don't think Jim Cramer thought he was going to get Jon Stewart number 2.
Well, and to me, like it seems to me like he just didn't prepare.
And he might not have. Like I said, he might have thought that he was getting funny Jon Stewart, who was just, doing some lighthearted, what is it called? He's just throwing some lighthearted bombs Jim Cramer's way, and Jim Cramer was like, okay, I can compete with that. I'll go on the show. We'll have some fun. We'll disagree. But if I remember correctly from that episode, Jon Stewart played clips and was like, why did you say that and was so wrong? Why did you say that and was so wrong? Like, why is CNBC misleading the American public, sort of stuff? Like, why did you lie? And Jim Cramer was like,
had no defense.
He didn't have a defense because at the time when he did those things, he didn't think he was lying, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he was wrong.
He was wrong. And I think that's the problem with being a financial analyst on a news network, is that, like, yeah, you're going to get things wrong, right? Like, there's no way that you can predict stock trades at 100% accuracy. And I think Jim Cramer's been wrong about a lot of things. He's been wrong about a few important things. But I don't think you can. I don't know. Jon Stewart also made points. Like, he did make points.
Yep.
Like, CNBC has let a lot of things slide, and Jim Cramer has let a lot of things slide. So it's, I think he made a good account of defending himself. He did come off a little bit as he got a few times, and he's upset by it.
Yeah.
And he admitted that. But it's hard to find a video of Jim Cramer that is not him just talking about stocks.
But I think that could almost count against him, though, because especially in the beginning, less so now because AOC is starting to play the political game more. She's more willing to put her real self on the line for what she fights for, less so than Jim Cramer's willing to put on the face of his TV persona for his career.
Right. And that's another thing I didn't want to get. I didn't want to get Jim Cramer, the TV personality, because that guy is like all over the fucking place. Yeah. That guy, he's got like you said, he's got a whole soundboard on there. You see all the merch he's got in his fucking studio.
Yep.
His show is very fast paced and energetic, and he's got a lot of fucking. He's got a gimmick.
Do we know when his show ended?
I think it's still going on. I think he's still doing it. Hold on.
Really? Okay.
He must be a million years old.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So are we ready to vote on these two?
Oh, we got to wait for Mikey to come back. Also, we should talk about AOC a bit more.
You probably didn't talk about it at all.
Yes, it's still going on. There was an episode today where he talked to the CEO of FedEx and the CEO of Paychex, a payroll company.
Okay. So AOC in this video, she was kind of lightning in a bottle, I thought. She was like hitting all the highlights and doing like she was lighting things up.
Baby girl.
So
Yeah,
I mean, this is her being on fire, and it's at her at her best, I think.
and she's like 100% right, like 1,000% right.
Yeah.
There is no way that
If we don't do anything, we're going to be fucked.
Yeah. And
Right?
and I don't know the context of what the other side was saying, that like clean air and clean water is elitist, but I'm for sure the Republicans tried to pull that shit.
Yeah. So
basic human necessity. How dare you?
How dare you want clean air and clean water? And guess what, guys? I don't know who Trump appointed to the EPA, but it's not going to be someone who doesn't like the EPA, that's for sure.
Oh, it's an oil executive.
Yeah, there you go.
Boy.
That sounds like the right person to be in charge of the EPA.
Yep. Only a coal exec could be worse, right?
Yeah.
Well, but you could also argue oil and coal are an intertwined industry. They're not insulated from each other that much.
I represent big meteorite.
I represent
Asteroid
Dinosaur.
Incorporated.
Yeah.
We don't like you using our fossils for oil, and let me tell you why.
The dinosaurs are going to come back and sue us for ravaging their dead.
This is all from the Carboniferous period. Plants. All
So
plants.
I'm gonna vote for AOC. The big flaw in Jim Cramer is that one video really skyrocketed him to the fucking top, and he really can't. There's no repeating that.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, his whole season rested on that one video, basically.
And that one video didn't even score the highest over the year, but for some reason it won. Yeah, weird.
It was top 5.
Anyway,
He was tied with Keith Olbermann for number 2.
Yeah.
So it kept him in the running. It kept him in the running for sure. But he's really a one-hit wonder when it comes to that kind of the lightning in that video.
Yeah. For me, if I'm voting for AOC too, and it's 70% because of his cuffs. He's got to fucking learn how to fucking roll up his cuffs. Come on.
You're so petty, Ollie.
We watched that whole video about not attacking people for their appearance, and then you're like, his cuffs are shitty. I hate it.
Boo, your shirt. Boo.
No, that's no. Being sloppy is different than your personal, like the way you look.
Is it sloppy
Right?
or is it laid back?
That's sloppy.
Ollie, we don't
It's
like
so
that kind of
easy to
decorum
fold
in this committee.
Are we a committee? Gross.
I vote for Biden.
I vote for not this. I vote me out of the committee.
But yeah, AOC, she's genuine. She takes it, I think.
Mikey, is it a sweep? It's a sweep.
From Universal Studios Hollywood.
I don't know how long I got before the copyrights. I'm just going to talk over it as it fades out.
They're
real picky about certain things.
Yeah, they do get that way.
Meanwhile, AI is stealing all of my fucking music. But anyway.
Yeah, I saw an AI-generated commercial today on TV, and I was like, ooh, that can't be good.
Yeah.
And the people are so stupid that they can't tell the difference.
So very progressive of us. 2 women won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you say so there, Tim.
I think we kind of balance it out because we blamed a woman for the worst video. Then we tried to make up for it and try to pick a woman to clean it up.
Exactly.
First step, dig a hole. Second step, important, fill in the hole.
So that means AOC gets an automatic entry into next year's bracket.
Yep.
And I think she needs to go on the soundboard. I think that baby girl needs to get on the
girl.
I think that needs to get on the soundboard.
Well, let's get it on there.
Do it.
Just have it. I think I've been bad habit of just closing everything. Because I'm from the future, man. I got shit to do. Can't be
Next
keeping
thing
all
you know,
this
that Queen of
stuff
Canada video come back.
again, dude. She just fucking showed up. It wasn't okay.
All right, so I think this is going to be do you guys want to do another one this year? We only got next week, and then it's 2025. So I think we'll take next week off. It'll be Christmas and New Year's and all that anyway. I don't know what you guys celebrate in Canada, but Boxing Day or something.
Yeah, we have Boxing Day.
Fencing Day.
Maple syrup, eh?
Do you guys have a day? Is maple syrup like your national food?
Absolutely.
No.
Sugar.
He's lying.
Or is it craft
It's not.
dinner?
Neither.
Really?
Burning forests.
Moose?
I think each province has their own food, to tell you the honest truth. I don't think there is a national food.
Look it up.
Poutine.
Poutine.
If it is, it probably is poutine.
Oh, yeah, totally poutine.
It's poutine.
It is?
Yeah.
Called it. I forgot what I was looking for. What am I looking for?
You're looking for the
Baby
AOC
girl.
saying baby girl, yeah.
Yeah.
So other notable Canadian foods, whatever bannock is. Bannock?
I don't know.
I'll tell you when you're older.
It's an indigenous Canadian meal.
I don't know what that is.
Pea meal bacon?
Yeah, bacon, back bacon, pea meal bacon.
Fuck is pea meal?
Saskatchewan
It's a-
berry pie?
I don't know what
That
that
sounds
is.
like a sex act.
Don't know what that is.
I'm gonna Saskatchewan.
I'll give you a Saskatchewan blueberry
How about
pie.
how about doner kebab?
That's a moose kebab or a beaver.
I'm thinking deer, but
It's a Nova Scotia delicacy.
Really?
That's closer
Yeah.
to you, Ollie. They don't
That's
have deer.
real close to me. Never heard of it.
It's probably
It's called doner. It's a version of the
Oh,
Turkish
doner.
Yeah, doner.
Doner. Donair.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Okay.
That's it. Hold, please.
Feelings
Her
hurt.
words down.
Aw.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even.
Yes, got it. Yes.
Of course, Canadian maple syrup.
Yeah. And with the doner, it's the sauce that they put. Have you ever had a gyro? Gyro?
Gyro. Yes.
Hero.
Yeah.
Gyro.
Gyro.
It's that white sauce they put on there, but like
Tzatziki.
sweeter. Right?
Tzatziki
So,
sauce is what it's called.
Okay.
Tzatziki.
I believe you.
Tzatziki.
It's a good word.
Nuclear. It's pronounced.
Nuclear.
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 Do you see chicken fricko on there anywhere?
I didn't see chicken fricko. I saw
No?
Montreal smoked meat.
That's just meat.
That's just a porn site.
Yeah.
All right, so it is the end of the show.
Oh,
so we're gonna...
girl, baby girl.
There you go.
There we go.
You got it.
You
So
know what?
I promise.
I have one thing to say real quick.
Yeah.
I found out why I've never been able to find the fucking clips. It is dating them one day in the future.
Oh, good.
Why is naming it one day in the future?
Why is your computer naming things one day in the future?
I don't know. And it thinks it's 3:58 in the morning.
What?
It sounds like a BIOS issue.
That sounds like your clock's wrong. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Sounds like someone needs to update their BIOS.
Oh, man. That scares me.
Yeah, the fact that your clock is wrong.
That's not good.
By that much? Yeah.
I know that they don't do it anymore, but it used to be because there's a watch battery that runs your computer clock. They don't do that shit anymore. So I think you just need some sort of like BIOS update to make sure that the clock runs correctly. Because it means that your clock is either running or not running when your computer's off. At least that's what I learned in computer technologies class way back 20 years ago. So
Delete
that
your
may not
C
be true
drive.
anymore.
I'm not listening to any of you fools. I'll consult an expert.
Go to C drive and right click and then click on
and
format.
/ partition.
Your hard drive needs a 12-part partition.
Go into your command prompt and type in C, delete.
Just
See what
search.
happens.
Just search DLL. Control A. Delete.
Delete.
Bring
And,
on
it's-
computer.
Seriously, it's something in like the computer's like firmware that is fucked up.
It's not getting
that you
fixed
need
today.
to update. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a next
So-
year problem.
That sounds. Speaking of next year,
I'm already here.
he's already there. He's already like 5 days in the future. We got brackets for next year. 4 brackets. 8 people each. 2 in each bracket are going to be a wild card in case something crazy happens. All right, so I got 1 bracket that's going to be international politics, and the Queen of Canada is already on there.
Yep.
I got 1 that's going to be American politics, and AOC is already on there.
I would like to throw in for consideration a left and right bracket.
Left and right bracket? All right, we can
For
do that.
America or for
For the politics.
For
the
politics.
American politics, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it's international politics, I think we still put it international, whether they're left or
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Just
So,
so be
and then
beautiful.
AOC will go into
Should we
left
have
politics.
Should we have the 4th one be like celebrities?
Well, we don't care about
Because
that.
Jon Stewart's not a politician.
We
Where
should
does he fit
we
in?
should call the 4th one politics adjacent. So people that
political wild cards.
Yes, political wild cards.
commentators.
The slightly political.
But
the anarchists.
All right, it'll be the butt
division.
The butt division.
The butt division.
Those that sometimes smell the throne.
The crack division.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know how to spell today.
Holy shit! The Grizzlies beat Golden State 144-93.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who would you guys like to see in some of these divisions here?
I want Jagmeet Singh in the international.
Yeah, sure.
What was the
you have to spell that
also
one for me.
international?
I'd like to see us do that Charlie Angus reply video that I posted there 2 weeks ago.
Okay, is Charlie all right? So here's the rules that are going to have to apply
I'm
here.
typing it.
Are they going to be regulars on the show? You can't be just like one-offs.
I
like
think
Jim
that
Cramer was.
I'm putting him in for what the wild card, because just for that one video.
Okay.
Pierce Morgan.
The international.
Pierce Morgan, we can do a bunch on him. Yeah.
Bill Maher.
Shapiro.
Bill Maher's politically
the Bill Maher
adjacent.
era.
Yeah.
Hold on. Bill Maher.
No,
I think Shapiro is a.
Did we do Shapiro?
Solid. We had a couple of Shapiro videos. Yeah, he didn't make the cut.
He was just middle of the pack because he's so fucking boring.
Tucker Carlson.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
And the guy that replaced him on Fox News, I don't remember his name.
His name
Jesse
is
Waters.
That.
Are we going to give Jon Stewart another chance?
Probably.
Yeah, I think we should.
Jesus, Ollie, just telegraph who you're fucking voting for already. I can tell you're already trying. What about that Jon Stewart guy? You know, I heard he's got some video.
What about him?
Well, you gotta cultivate the video then, because I think our ranking of what his performance was fair, and it just unfortunately Jim Cramer had a blow up video, and we had a real middle of the road one from Stewart. So,
and if we hadn't done the same video twice for him, he would never won.
But alas.
Yeah. I'm just thinking maybe we should throw Jon Stewart in the ring with a whole bunch of other
John Oliver.
late night, John Oliver,
John
Stephen
Oliver
Colbert,
doesn't. We can't do those people. All right. We can't put videos on that'll get us copyright strikes.
Yeah,
right.
I guess HBO is
HBO will come after you.
Yeah, but here's one good thing though. We're not monetized yet, and we get all of our money independently.
That's true. However, do you want any of these videos to ever be monetized?
I don't think anybody's coming back to watch season 2 of Unboxed Politics. I don't think anybody's like, sweet. I finally got through season 1. Now I can start season 2. Like, I don't.
I'm just saying, like, now is the time where we should establish like ground rules.
I hear that. I think we should have ground rules, but then I also think we should abuse the fact that we can't get in trouble quite yet.
All right. Should we do this off screen and not while we're streaming?
No, this is
fine.
Yeah.
So, all right, how about this then? Because I do want it to be more sort of less about people's shows and more about like how people really are.
Okay.
So, like doing John Oliver, or Jon Stewart, or Stephen Colbert, or whatever, I don't want to use their shows because, for the most part, those people are personalities,
and they have writers.
Like,
should we
Jon
have a
Stewart
writer?
has
Should we have a
whole
writer
host
band?
of writers.
Should we have a writers band? It has to
I
be.
think
It has
so.
to be candid. I think that should be a good ground rule.
Yeah,
because
it has
that'll
to
get
be
rid
candid.
of that'll get rid of the Obermans, and that'll get rid of some of the canned shit that we can't play anyway. Because Jon Stewart's got plenty of good stuff. Like Jon Stewart's ripping Congress apart would have been perfect.
Yeah. Also, Jon Stewart has many interviews.
Yeah.
That he has
Trevor
done.
Noah.
Trevor Noah's a good one.
Adjacent.
I don't think Stephen Colbert would be a good one. I don't think he does enough.
Outside of his own show, I think you're right.
Yeah.
He did that debate with Bill O'Reilly, right? Or was that Jon Stewart?
That was Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very small.
So let's see. Trevor Noah.
Jasmine,
we don't have to pick all of these right now.
Jasmine Crockett from
No,
the
I'm
left.
just. Yeah, right. Jasmine Crockett.
Ooh, Matt Gaetz for the right.
Oh God, that dude's getting his own show on OAN.
Oh, then he'll be giving us fresh clips.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Oh fuck.
Elon's got to go back on there.
Boris Johnson.
Rishi
Boris
Sunak.
No.
Are those guys important anymore?
They might
Boris
be. They're
is.
coming back. What's his face? Elon's gonna fund the Reform Party. And they're gonna get Nigel Farage back up in there.
Because the liberals didn't immediately fix all the problems that the conservatives made, so
Yeah, they dug a hole for 14 years and they didn't fill in the hole in 6 weeks. So time to get in the racists.
All right. So Cody Johnston. I can't do that. He doesn't do anything with that show.
Putin. How about this? Cenk Uygur.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a bunch of suggestions, and we'll probably weed out, a couple of people, and then
Mitch McConnell.
we'll put together brackets. Mitch ain't majority leader anymore.
He's still on the right.
Yeah, but he's retiring. He's retiring.
He froze on screen.
He did freeze on screen.
Have to put a disclaimer up. Please do not adjust your television sets. That is actually him freezing because his brain is old.
I would actually say Speaker of the House.
Oh,
if he's
MAGA Mike.
Dick Johnson.
I already put fucking Trump up there because obviously we're gonna get just an endless supply of words from him.
What is the House Minority Leader for the Dems?
Hakeem Jeffries.
There you go.
Jeffries never says anything.
He doesn't
like,
say anything, dude. He's just a freaking poster board.
Exactly.
So
we can mock him ceaselessly for not being anything.
He's just gonna get a D+, and we're gonna move on. And then he'll never make top 5 or bottom 5. You know what I mean?
Give him the D.
Like
and give it to him hard.
Jesus. All right, fine.
So for the international, do they have to be speaking English?
we have to be able to get
We
at
need some
least
subtitles.
Yeah, subtitles.
Subtitles or somebody translating along with them. So I think we should throw Putin in the mix. I think we should throw Kim Jong-un in the mix. I think we should also throw Macron in the mix.
Benjamin Nut in his mouthu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Satan Netanyahu.
BB.
Philly Netanyahu. That's his real name.
Yeah.
That's where he's fucking from. From fucking Philly.
Zelensky be another good one.
Biden.
No, he's gonna.
We are never going to hear from that man again.
He doesn't even get he doesn't even get unboxed anymore.
You might want to do a King Charles.
He's preparing for a different box.
Don't be unboxing that.
Do we think we'll ever hear from Sarah Palin again?
No, I think she's done.
Do you think we'll ever hear from Ron DeSantis again?
Yes.
I don't think he's going to be governor for very long.
Just going on the people that we did on this show so far.
If Trump starts massively deporting people in Miami-Dade County like he fucking said he's going to, DeSantis is going to lose.
Representative Elisa Slotkin, do you think we should?
She was good, but she's got to do more because she just got in.
Governor Greg Abbott?
Oh. Or Ken Paxton.
Ooh. Or, fuck it, screw Abbott. I wouldn't mind more Chris Christie, especially with how vocal he was against Trump and how will go forward.
Ooh, I got one for the left, but kind of the right.
All right.
Dalton Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
Oh, goodness.
I got some clips for her. Holy shit.
She's going to rocket to the top of the board.
Yeah, dude, she might win. We'll lose, but win.
Well, she's going to win, and we're all going to lose.
Well, just Dalton.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to throw in the butt category. Joe Scarborough.
Oh,
he's
my
just
God, yes.
He is just a machine of nonsense.
He's so crazy, dude. Every morning, I don't know, I think I was falling asleep, like watching a podcast or something like that. And I would wake up every fucking morning to fucking Joe and Minka. And I'm like, what is going on? It must have been like the autoplay or whatever. I was like, dude, how do they keep getting my fucking algorithm? Like, I don't want to watch Joe. I don't want to watch him.
I have another one for politics adjacent. Joe Rogan.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
You're right.
I'm sorry. I don't want to.
Audible groan.
Oh, yeah, audible.
We could throw in Neil deGrasse Tyson to
yes,
balance
yes,
it out,
thank
but
you,
he's
thank you,
not
thank
really
you.
an
Bill Nye. Bill Nye.
I'm gonna like put these guys through like a fucking randomizer, and we'll get 6 for each category.
Carl Sagan
is dead.
Although he's not really.
I was about to say
he's dead. He's super dead.
Posthumous videos? I didn't know we were doing those. Posthumous videos? Hillary Clinton.
So sure. I mean, her career is dead, but sure.
Tim Walz.
Will we ever see Tim Walz again? Is he still governor of Minnesota?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Minnesota was like, oh no, we lost the election.
No, we get to have him back. Shucks.
Oh no, we lost. Come on home now. Come home now.
Pennsylvania's governor that was almost VP?
Josh Shapiro.
Another Shapiro.
Different Shapiro. Still Jewish.
Battle of the Shapiros.
Or Kelly.
Shapiro Gate.
What was the astronaut? John Kelly? John Kelly?
John Kelly, Richard Kelly, something.
Dick Kelly?
Dick Kelly.
Brown Kelly?
Come Kelly.
Did you guys hear that Trump appointed that football player guy who lost?
Herschel Walker.
Herschel, he's ambassador to the Bahamas.
Bro, tell me, like,
Bahamas is gonna invade us and they're gonna win.
They're just gonna be like, yeah, sir, just sit on the resort. Please stay out of the pool. Because you don't like to wear swim trunks. Please, sir.
Ambassador to Barbados caught in sex scandal.
I'm surprised they didn't send Mark Robinson.
Here's what I'm going to put on the list. Because we didn't cover him at all because we're crazy. Bernie Sanders.
I almost said those exact words as you said those words.
Did you put Buttigieg on there? He's going to be a leader in the party at some point.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
He's the most corporate fucking
I was
Democrat
about to
there
say,
is.
Doesn't matter. It's the same thing as Joaquin Jeffries. If he's doing good, we should praise him. If he's shitty, we should
Here's the problem.
take him down hard.
Is Pete Buttigieg is bland as fuck. He doesn't say anything controversial. The entire time he was transportation secretary, he said nothing.
Because that's a boring ass position.
Why'd they put him
Well,
there?
when he's out of politics, he's not going to say more.
They should have put him in charge of veteran affairs. Heaven forbid they find a veteran to put in charge of that.
Yeah, I wonder who Trump's going to put in charge of veteran affairs.
Fucking
Probably
Betty Crocker.
Yeah, probably someone who fucking hates veterans.
What's that bitch from fucking Libs of TikTok?
Oh yeah,
that's who he'll pick for the Veterans Affairs.
Laura Loomer.
Yeah, Laura Loomer. There you go.
Laura Loomer.
Fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh yeah, we got to put MTG on the board.
I think we can skip Boebert. She's kind of been fizzling out.
Yeah,
Did she won her reelection, right?
By like fucking 60 votes, dude. Like barely fucking made it.
A hair.
God damn it.
But she's probably not going to win the next time around because I think dude's already raised like $45,000 like the week after she won, and then everyone just started pouring money into his campaign. He's like, "Oh, you'll get her for sure this time." So,
if you're in the chat and you want to, send a name out there into the fucking void.
We were asked to skip Boebert.
What was that lady that did the haka in New Zealand?
Oh, I have the clip, but I don't know her name, but I know who you're talking about.
Because I think
Prime
that
Minister?
could be...
No.
No, she's just a rep.
Oh.
She one of the
but
council
I want to follow her because I'm curious to see what New Zealand does with all those treaties they have with the locals, and what that's going to keep progressing through the next year.
So. What just happened where France had to send out troops? What island was that?
You mean before or after their government dissolved?
They're about to go to the Sixth Republic.
Oh,
so
here's one for the bad side. Pierre Poilievre, the new conservative the conservative leader here for the Conservative Party in Canada. He is a right jackass.
He's awful. He's awful.
I like it.
He's a horrible person.
Yeah.
We already have your Canadian representative,
Yep.
and it's the Queen of Canada.
Yeah, he might take her out. I don't know. No,
I don't think
Is he
so.
gonna say, "Let's kill all the vaccinated people"?
No,
I don't think he's gonna.
Yeah, Pierre is a right prick.
But he's gonna say dumb things like "we support Trump" and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's really trying to like lean into the MAGA and try to just kind of like loosen up and soften the border and make it easier for Trump's billionaire friends to just pillage in Canada like they're pillaging here.
Yep, he
What
really
about
is.
Gavin Newsom?
Gavin Newsom is a somewhat controversial governor of the largest population state in the country. However, he's just a fucking guy.
He's like Hakeem Jeffries. He's not gonna say anything.
All right.
Here's the problem with the Democrats.
I got my Joaquin Jeffries then. How about
Hakeem? Like
Yeah,
Hakeem
that's what I
Olajuwon.
Who was the guy that almost beat Abbott, who's running for the Democrats?
Oh, Colin Allred.
Yeah.
He could
did
be
a video. We had him in a video.
He apparently flipped and said that the reason that the Dems lost the general election was because of all the woke shit. He's like, oh well, Colin. Well. Aren't we?
It's not because everyone sucks. It's because
it's not because you ran a 900-year-old. Yeah, that had nothing to do with it. Pending crises on 17 fronts, and you got to wake his ass up at fucking 4 p.m. to say, "Come on now, you got to address the nation."
This way, come on.
Just clapping because he can't
Follow
see
the
well.
clap.
Just get an ice cream cone and let it waft it in front of his nose. Up you come, come on.
All right, I think
Is that vanilla bean?
I think we have enough names for now. I'll try and think up a few more.
You can't smell.
I'd love to throw Trudeau in there, but honestly, I think he's getting ready to retire to resign.
He's outta here.
Yeah, he's fucked. Like,
he's
I
big
would be
fucked.
surprised if he's not out in the next month.
He's got to resign to have a better chance of beating Pontleff. So
If you're not watching this video live and you've made it this far, comment on the video with a name that you think should go up there, either left American politics, right American politics,
international politics,
something politically adjacent, the butt category, and like Ollie said, international politics.
Biggest ass in politics.
Biggest ass in politics.
Theoretical
Chris Christie.
or literal?
Chris, he's already I wrote
He
him
is
down.
the widest, biggest ass I've ever seen in politics.
Twerking for Christie. We're
Oh my
raising
God.
money now.
If Chris Christie starts twerking, he wins the presidency.
Yeah, baby.
He brings it all together.
And I think that's it. I think we're gonna sign off for 2024. It's been a really
shitty
and great.
Really, it's been a year. I feel like
it's been a long year.
I feel like 2019 was the last really good year. Like in terms
that wasn't
of,
even
in
that
terms
good.
of 2019 pre-pandemic. Do you remember what that was like?
I just moved into this place.
I don't.
Trump was in the White House. It wasn't that great.
It wasn't great. You're right. It wasn't. Guess what?
It wasn't crazy.
It wasn't.
It was crazy. It wasn't insane.
I feel like
insane now.
I feel like we're in a submarine that is 2 miles below the surface, and we have a fire on like 14 out of the 16 decks. Like they're not all on fire, but those 2 that are not on fire are full of water.
And the only solution they have for the fire is to open the screen door.
Right, is to let the water come in and put out all the fires. So we're all going to just have to hold our breath until all the fires go out, and then we can purge the water after. It's just crazy enough to work.
We'll
use the ocean to put out the fire, duh.
Abject despair.
There's an old Lewis Black joke about the weather in New England in the winter.
You love him.
And he talks. I do love him. And he's retiring this year.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. This year I saw him on his farewell tour.
Oh.
He's
hanging up his mic.
Sometime next year, his tour ends like early next year. But anyway, he talks about the weather in New England. He's like, every day it just gets grayer and grayer and grayer, and every day you wake up and it's the grayest day you've ever seen, and the next day it's even grayer. That's what I feel like every year has been since 2019. It's just shittier and shittier and shittier.
It's the smog, Tim.
And every year you think, this is the shittiest year. And then, 2024 comes along and Trump gets reelected. So
I think we were sold a bad bill of goods that there would be good days ever. I think that was the trick that they all got us believing as young sprouts, is that, hey, you're going to have some good and some bad. No, you're going to have bad, and then you're going to have worse. The bad you can deal with on a day-to-day basis. The worst might take you a couple of days, but there is no good. There's very seldom any good. Which is okay. That's just the way the score is.
Yeah,
wish I would have known.
That's just the way it is now. Yeah.
Everybody go watch cartoons. You'll feel better.
I'll leave everyone with this. Another old Lewis Black quote. The only difference between Democrats and Republicans is Democrats blow and Republicans suck.
Goodbye.
Bye.